Steve, congratulations. What's your reaction to it?
Well, we're delighted with the win. I think we scored two fantastic goals today. We were unlucky a little bit with their shot. We'd made blocks all game. I thought we were very organised. Thought the lads were great. Honestly, I thought they were great today. When you think about not only 4 games in 10 days, the travelling that we've done as well, that takes a real lot out of the boys. You wouldn't believe it, but the miles we've done this week, and then to turn up, and like I said before the game, your first home game, you want to have perhaps a little bit of freshness about you. But in the end, I thought they showed incredible character. And when it got to 1-1, Jed probably saves it, but the deflections come off of Toz's heel by the look of it. But it looks like there's a deflection off Maisie, then Tozer, and maybe one of their lads who can't quite define it at the moment because there's 3 people in a line. And when that happens, you just think to yourself, oh, is it going to be one of those days? But they've got an incredible spirit about them, and I thought today, had we had more energy, we would have been better. But I thought we created some great opportunities. I thought the 2 goals we scored were excellent. I thought a great finish by Christian Deutsch. The second goal was a little bit more things that we've done on the training ground when we get our 8s into that pocket and our wing backs. It wasn't as perfect that action as we would have liked, but I thought Charlie did well. I thought Sean Long did really well with the cross. I thought Doigi was immaculate today. I thought he was magnificent today. I thought he took his goal, great quality, and then the header back across goal for it to come to Charlie. Charlie, great composure, just sidestepped, one of their defenders or midfielders coming out to block, and I think we deserved our victory today. And we could have had, I felt we could have had more before half-time. We had some really good chances, and I think we could have had more before half-time.
Yeah, the first goal was really satisfying. The run Foster Davey was good, the way he linked up with Deutsch and the clinical finish.
Yeah, in a position I suppose he's not used to as well, but the one thing Manny can do, he can run. And obviously it was important to bring him into the lineup at some stage today, but the shift that the lads have done, been unbelievable. It feels as though we've been in work every day, and if we haven't been in work every day, we've been on the bus every day. So when you put those 2 together, they've had a real difficult period of time. But thankfully anyway today we christened the pitch with a win, so that was nice.
You said before the shot that the focus on pre-season was fitness and togetherness, and I guess that showed with the last-minute winner today. Yeah,
added with a bit of quality, I think, on that. So, yeah, I do think that the pre-season, as I said before, wasn't as difficult as maybe we would have liked it. But I think the games we're on now, what are we on? 5 games. So those 5 games are giving us a good prelude into an extended pre-season, if you know what I mean.
And the way that the manner happened with that victory at the end at home, it just felt like the really has kick-start the season yet again.
Well, I don't know if it's kick-starting the season again. We had a good result. I said to the boys after Rochdale that if we win on Monday, this point at Rochdale would be a great result. So that's what happens with a point at Rochdale. What you can't do is you can't get too emotional with all of it. You have to take a little bit of a backward step and think about things, and in 30 years of doing this, that's what I'll do.
How's Knowles? He went off injured during the game?
He just had a tight calf, but he had a tight calf really early on, but we probably needed to burn him a little bit longer, and I thought Teddy done well when he went up one, and then Tyrese went over on that side to sort of finish it off really. So yeah, it was just a fantastic effort by the guys today. I thanked them in there for their efforts, not only today but over the last 10 days.
Will Taylor come off the bench as well? Is he approaching full match fitness?
Hardly. I want to say, Billy, that's a silly question. Silly
You can say it, mate. You can say it. I'm used to it.
Silly Billy, then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Silly Billy. What I would say with that is no, he's not. But we don't have, obviously he's done so much training, but he's not back to full match fitness because he hasn't had enough games. But we just felt today that it's funny, there was a little bit of a strong wind going on as well, and we just wondered whether we were getting forced back a little bit while they were searching for that equaliser, and I thought this was an ideal time to give him a bit of an outing. It nearly didn't turn out that way, did it? But thankfully it did in the end.
Another silly question, I know you bat it away, but you talk about transfers a lot. Only 5 subs on the bench today. You're going to potentially get anyone new in the next week or so?
We'll only get them if they're going to be good enough and add to us. I've said it, a million times. We know we're short. I don't need to be. I'm not batting your question back. I sort of don't need to be asked about it, but you can ask me about it if that makes sense. I'm not having a go at you. I know about it, but as I've said before here, if you look at it last season, we had a massive squad. But when you look at that massive squad, how many could we really rely on that went out on the pitch? How many? And I'm not having a go at anyone there. But the bottom line is, we had a massive squad last year. And you had a lot of people that were injured and a lot of people that were in and around that perhaps, in my opinion, weren't as committed as you need to be.
We woke up this morning, unfortunately, with the sad news that Sven-Goran Eriksson passed away. I know he's someone that you followed into at Notts County. I'm sure you'd want to pay tribute to him. Yeah,
no, he was a great guy, Sven. I really enjoyed him when I went into Notts County, and he was great, always supportive. And Rob Edwards come in and told me today. We were in the office before the game, and Rob come in and he said that Sven had died, and obviously I know that that's going to happen. We've all known that for a little while now, but yeah, really sad. Sven was a really good guy, and fun as well. He was fun, and he'll be sadly missed by a lot of people. And I thought he was a great guy. When I went into Notts and he was there, he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant with me. And then when we kept winning and then we won the league, he was just the same. He was the same. He was a great guy. And Tord Grip, his assistant, he'd be upset about that as well.